Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I have a super fun project for you tonight that we're gonna do in 2 stages because we're gonna paint tonight and we're going to accent the next time we get together. So we have this mirror in our shop that I have not been able to give away. Great mirror, great lines, it's just a little dated. So I'm gonna show you guys how to turn this mirror into a charming piece that anybody would want to have in their decor. So tonight we're gonna chalk paint with the most beautiful color. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with this color right now. It's called Rustic Charm. It's a green. We're gonna give it a good coat of chalk paint, and then the next time we meet, we are gonna use this Lucky Penny metallic accent cream to take it up a notch. So I wanted to tell you guys what I do to chalk paint, and I am by no means an expert, but I do love these Country Chic products. They make it super easy to get professional results. And so we're gonna put a link in the below for you to use our link to get 10% off your first purchase of Country Chic paint, or you can pick it up in the shop as well. It's a great product, no VOCs, which I love because I suffer from migraines, so any kind of chemicals make me really sick. So I want to show you how to take this mirror that I couldn't give away and turn it into something that people are going to love. So what I love about this is what we're going to do is tonight we're going to paint it. The next time we get together, we're going to use the accent cream, and then I'm going to keep you guys posted as to how it sells in the shop after its makeover. So we're going to go ahead and tilt down, and I'm going to start painting because we got a big mirror to paint here. I went ahead and got started because I wanted to make sure the color was what I wanted. So we're just going to pick up from there, and I'll try to do as much of it in your line of vision as I can. This is a huge mirror. The first thing I did before I got started was I taped it off with some painter's tape, and then I cleaned it. You do not have to sand in order to chalk paint, but you do need to clean. And I use mineral spirits and an old t-shirt. I wipe it down a couple times, and then I clean it with clean, plain water. So I go over it with the mineral spirits, and then I switch to water, and then I let it dry. And that's all I do. I don't use any fancy cleaners. I don't use any fancy steps, just some mineral spirits and then water. Just wipe it down really good with the mineral spirits and then go over it with some clean water. And you don't want your rags saturated, you just want it damp. You're just getting off all of the greases and oils that accumulate on projects over time. A piece may look clean and wonderful, but I promise you it's got oils from people's fingers. It may have dirt, it may have smoke if there was a smoker around the piece, and you won't know that if it's been a long time. And you want your paint to adhere the best that it possibly can. And so you just want to clean it. And like I said, it's just a little bit of mineral spirits. Doesn't take any time at all. I'm going to try to turn this so you can see me paint the rest of it here. This is a huge mirror. Oh my gosh. The nice thing is this paint is really affordable too. And so this little bottle that I'm using is going to do this mirror as well as a side table that I'm going to do to match it. And it's 10 bucks. I think it's $9.99. You can't go wrong with that. And wait until you see next time the Lucky Penny that we're gonna do. So metallic accent creams are fantastic for projects like this because of all the detailing that you've got in the frame. Whenever you have a lot of detailing, you want to accentuate that. You want people to notice that. And so that's what we're gonna do with the Lucky Penny. We're gonna get it in all those grooves, and it's just gonna give you a cool look that's gonna set it apart from any other pieces. All right, so I've done one coat on here. If you like that look, you can leave it like that. I'm going to do a second coat as soon as this dries. The other beautiful thing about chalk paint is in about 5 minutes, it's going to be dry enough for me to go back over it with another coat, which is fantastic. That means that if you're impatient like me, you can finish a project in a day, because you don't have to wait forever for the coats to dry in between, because they're going to dry so quickly. I'm just making sure I've got even coverage before I go back with my second coat. Doesn't have to be all covered, it just needs to be evened out. I'm a messy painter, in chalk painting as much as in my crafting, so you'll have to bear with me. But there is something very soothing about chalk painting and the process, because it just truly changes the look of a piece. This mirror was okay before, but it is already better with this green. And Rustic Charm is the perfect name for this color. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so now I'm gonna quickly go back over it with another coat of this green paint. And then I'm gonna back the camera up and let you see the whole mirror painted so that you can get a better idea, because it's very hard for me to show you the whole thing. In fact, you're just watching me in the mirror basically, because I can't get the whole mirror in the shop. Scoot it back a little bit and see if that helps. If maybe you can see me do these ends, but I don't want to mess up my paint job, so I need a wide view lens, so when I do projects like this, you guys can see the whole thing. All right, so this puppy is painted. I do have some places where you can see the wood through. That's okay with me. That's the look that I like. If you like a more solid look, let it dry completely in between, maybe 15 minutes tops, and then go back over it with a nice solid coat. This is just like with any other painting that we do. A nice thin coat first is best. You don't want to put too much on and gunk it all up to begin with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt this back up. Hello. And let you see kind of how the whole mirror looks painted. I'm going to take it off of this paper as soon as I can grab it. All right. We'll back it up. The glare is going to be tough. But it is already better in green than it was in brown. And so I'm going to go over the steps with you again, because this one's done for today. We are going to go back over it with our Lucky Penny Metallic Cream after this is all dry. So we will be doing another video showing you how to use that accent cream, which is going to change the way so many of your projects look. We're also going to put a link in for you if you want to try some of these Country Chic paints. We have a great selection at the shop, but just in case you can't get to the shop or you're not local, then you can check it out online. And then we're going to walk through the whole process of getting this mirror sold. And I'd be willing to bet that it sells a lot faster than it has been trying to go home with someone for the last 6 months for $10. Couldn't get rid of it. So we're going to follow this process, and you're going to be sold on how to update some of your pieces in your house or some of your trash to treasure finds into gems. Hey y'all, got this mirror that we worked on last week here. And so we are going to go ahead and put some finishing touches on this so I can show you how to use this awesome, I've got it all backwards, Lucky Penny Metallic Cream. And I went ahead and put a little bit on a corner just so I could show you kind of what it was going to look like. It's almost like gold leafing. It's the same idea, but this is like a cream. It goes on really easily. There's not a lot to it, and you can do just about anything with it. And so I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm just going to dip my brush. Like I said, it's a thick cream. Rub some of it off, because I don't want a lot. I really just want it on this dental molding right here. I don't even want to get in all the cracks. I just want it to pick up some of that molding. And if it goes over, it's okay. This doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to have full coverage everywhere. That's the beauty of it. You can do anything with this stuff. And if you don't have enough, you can always go back and put another coat on. It's just a super fun way to give you a different look on a project. We're going to wax this when we're done. And then we are going to put this one on the floor for sale, because I think now that it's had a mini facelift that it's going to sell right away. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think sometimes people like an item, but they don't want to put this work into it because they don't realize how quick and easy it is. Just going down those edges there. Like I said, I don't want anything too extravagant. I just want you to know that we put something on there. It's already changed the look of this piece, in my opinion. It has made it look more up to date. It was a little tired, I will give you that. But pretty lines. It has pretty lines. It's solid wood, original mirror in there, in really good shape. I mean, these are things that you can't replicate with a new piece. So that's why I like using these older pieces and rejuvenating them, because you just can't get this in a new mirror. You may get something plastic that they tried to make it look like this, but you're not going to get this. All right, let's see what I got here. I got a little bit on there. That's all right. That's all right. All right, so I like it. I think that's all we need. I am thinking, and I'll probably regret it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, thinking about dry brushing some of that on here just so it looks cohesive. That's not gonna be a look for everybody, but I think I like it. Probably did not choose the best brush to do that. I hadn't intended to do it until I saw it on that piece there, that little section that I got some on, and then I thought I might like it, and I do. I really, really do. All right, so we're just gonna, it's just like dry brushing. You just want it in spots. You don't want it all over. I think that's just what it needed. I like that a lot. All right, so we're done with that, and now we need to wax it. Because with chalk paint, you really, really need to wax to keep it from coming off, because it will chip off. It is not meant to be done without any kind of wax on it. It's meant to be waxed after. That finishes it off. It keeps it from chipping off. I'm just rubbing this to dry it so I can wax all at one time. You don't have to do it like that at home. All right, so I'm using a waxing sponge, a paint sponge. I really like it. I think it helps me with my coverage. And then I'm just gonna wipe this on. And this is just gonna be that finish that makes it solid, that just keeps it from ever chipping off, that makes it able to be wiped if it gets dirty. I can't tell you how important it is to wax your pieces. I have some folks who do not wax after they chalk paint. First of all, I don't like how that feels. When you touch the furniture, it feels like chalk. But it also doesn't protect it, and you really need to protect your surfaces when you've done all this work for them. Rub this and do this last side over here. And then this mirror is done. And I think it's such an improvement over the way it was that I think we're gonna sell this mirror in less than a week. That's my guess, less than a week. This feels so good. It's finished, it feels like a fine piece of furniture. It is ready to go. I'm gonna peel this tape off of it, and I'm gonna show you, plus I may need to do some cleanup, I don't know, we'll see. I may have gotten a little bit of paint somewhere. It's possible. I make a mess when I paint. Quite the messy painter. That's all right, I have fun. And everything can be cleaned up. Get that tape out of there. I put it really close because I didn't want to make a mess. But sometimes that's the mess in itself, is getting the tape back off. Yeah, see, I did get a little bit there that I'm gonna scrape off with my X-Acto knife. I made a touch of a mess, but not too bad. Not too bad. And I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife to get the rest of that out of there and to get that little bit of paint off that seeped under probably where I didn't have tape. But that's the gist of it right there. That is a changed mirror. Look at that. It's gorgeous, and it's gonna sell. In fact, I'm gonna time it, and I'm gonna let you guys know how long it takes to sell this mirror that I couldn't give away for $10. For months I've been trying to sell this mirror for $10. We're gonna price it at $50, and I think it's gonna sell within a week. So check back and I'll let you know how it goes. Bye.